am Vero, and you're watching Modern Immigrant. Welcome everybody to this final episode of 2020 of Modern Immigrant. This is not the end, but it's the end for this period of this year, which I have to say it has been a very important year for Modern Immigrant. It was our first year, and my dog wants to say hi. Okay, you can say hi. Say hi. Hi. Okay, bye. He's very festive, as you can see. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I wanted to create this little video because I have received some messages on the Instagram of the podcast, which is at Modern Immigrant, about people that are
trying to survive this holiday season
away from home, and that it's definitely not easy. It hasn't been easy for anyone. This year has been really difficult, and it seems like we really need to reshape the way we used to do holidays and the way we used to spend the holidays. So after spending 7 years away from home, and I'm quoting home because I really do feel like Seattle is my home now, but I have been away from home for the last 7 years. I haven't been able to spend a Venezuelan Christmas as I used to. I want to share a few of the things that had helped me and a few of the things that you also told me that's helping you when I ask you for your feedback. So I'm going to share both things. And to share those, I want to talk about the 3 C's, which one of them, yes, it's C's. And let's just wait for my doggy that's drinking water. So the first C is about connection. It means connect. So keep this in mind. And when I say connect, I mean with you and with others and with whoever you meet or want to connect. A few concerns during the holiday seasons, especially this year, is the pressure to celebrate the holidays, to celebrate Christmas, to make the dishes you used to make at home, to do the things you used to do. And I think that pressure is something that we definitely don't need. So maybe connect to yourself, maybe ask yourself what you really want to do this season. And that might look like staying at home, watching TV, and ordering some food. And that's great. That's a way to spend it. That's okay. Understanding and giving yourself that opportunity. So one of you told me on Instagram that a thing that they really like to do when they're feeling homesick is to write a journal. So gratitude journal, it's a powerful technique, and it's been proven that it really helps to help you feel better. So instead of focusing that this year you can't travel back home or your family can't come visit, maybe try to write down all the things you are grateful for. Maybe they're healthy, maybe you are healthy, maybe you have a home and food. So gratitude, okay? Now, another important thing with the connection is that you really, for some of us, for some of the immigrants and non-immigrants that are spending Christmas away from home, what they really miss the most is their family, is talking to them, is seeing them, is visiting. So let's use the internet. I think this year has really shown us that we can keep the connections through Zoom, FaceTime, whatever you need to do. Maybe it's just a phone call, right? And really spend some time with them. I really do have to say that for me, this year has been a year that I have gotten closer to my nephew. He lives in Colombia, and I feel like now we spend more time talking over the phone with video because we both are home and we both have more time. So in a way, I haven't felt that away from him. So that's just a tip. Okay, now let's move to the second C, which is one of my favorites, and is curiosity. Curiosidad. Keep that curiosity alive. I can't say that word. Be curious, because I think that when we're feeling down and when we're low and we have to stay home and we can't see anyone that we want and we feel like it's gonna be a really boring Christmas or holiday, find something new, find something you want to learn, find something you want to start doing that you haven't. Maybe you feel curious about a dish that you want to make, and please, I do have to say this, don't feel pressured to make anything that you don't. So I'm just saying, if you feel like learning something, maybe the curiosity comes from a book you want to read or a show you want to watch. So it doesn't necessarily have to be food. But yeah, something you want to discover. And maybe it's a craft activity. Maybe you want to paint. Maybe you want to write. And maybe you can take this opportunity to learn how do people around you are also spending their holidays. Maybe it's a good time to try something that they're doing and be curious about asking and reaching out. Okay, and the last one, because I don't want to make this episode too long because it's only me and I'm not chatting with anyone else, but the last C, and this is where I said, I don't know if this is a C, it's tricky because in Spanish, this will be a letter, che, which is change. But yeah, technically starts with a C, right? So 3 C's, connect, curiosity, and change. And the change is something that I feel like a lot of us didn't have an option in regard of this one. I think like this year made us all change the way we used to do things. But change can also be a positive thing if we look at it, right? So something that I would say in the change piece would be to maybe think about the important things of this year. To me, have been really to think about the gifts I want to give and the intention I want those gifts to have behind. Maybe supporting your local businesses, maybe supporting your local shops, and maybe that's a different thing that you didn't used to do before. Maybe you're changing the way you spend the holidays, that you spend this Christmas that's coming up in just a few days. So ask yourself, how do you want to change? How are you changing things? Because if we stay the same way we used to stay before, there's no growth, there's no change, right? So I think that's something that I can leave as a really important tip. And I think the fact that a lot of us are going to spend Christmas and holidays at home, it's already a big change. But you're staying safe and you're keeping everyone around you safe as well. So a few of the other things that I wanted to share that are from all of you that share your tips are to try to connect with your roots in a way. You are away, you're in the cold, maybe you come from the Caribbean like me. So maybe try to cook something that reminds you of home. That was like the number one tip that all of you gave me in terms of how to survive this homesickness. So maybe cooking, maybe ordering some food. I'm planning on ordering some food. Some hallacas, which are the like traditional dish of Christmas in Venezuela, and there's an amazing business in Seattle that is gonna be making them, and I don't feel like learning. That's not my curiosity right now, but I will order them, and I know that's gonna make me feel a little closer to home. And lastly, but not least, is the understand that it's okay if this day it's just another day for you, to see it as just another day. And this was something that a follower told me that I've never thought about, because I give a lot of importance to this season. And sometimes it's okay to say, you know what, I don't feel like celebrating, I don't feel like putting a Christmas tree up, I don't feel like making any food. I feel like seeing this day as another day and watching TV, calling a friend, and that's it. And I would say definitely do that. Sometimes there's a lot of pressure from social media, from our family members, to make things a big deal out of it. And maybe this year has been already tough enough and you just want to chill. So that's also okay. Well, and I think this is it. I think this is the end. I hope that some of these tips, or I don't know if they're called tips, but some of these things that I have been able to learn throughout my years as an immigrant and also during my interviews in the podcast can help you. And just a reminder, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribing is really important. If you're listening, also subscribe to any platform that you're listening us from. And share this video or this audio or this podcast episode if you feel like it's gonna help anyone around you. Let's try to support each other and remember that you are not alone. Okay, bye. Stay tuned. In January we're gonna be back with our interview format episodes, and yeah, I can't wait for next year. Thank you.